So I just want to talk a little bit about this matchup here, and just going back to some of these comments here and explaining a little bit deeper about pace. Okay, I made a video how to exploit team strength. Okay, and if you don't know a lot about pace yet, I would really highly suggest you wait until the second half, okay, because that really would give you a better idea of who is controlling the game using these possessions. Okay, so I want to take a look at Vermont here, and Vermont is a methodical team. Okay, they average about 66 possessions. Okay, this is where you can get a huge advantage betting second halves, because before the game starts, it's hard to determine where the pace of the team, how the pace and the flow of the tempo is going to go from the very beginning. Okay, so you have a huge advantage by waiting. You get to see what's going on. So as you see here, at halftime, Middle Tennessee was up by 8. Okay, they're up by 8. So there's only one way to play in the second half for Vermont. Okay, so it's clearly in Middle Tennessee's pace. Okay, Middle Tennessee averages about 69 possessions. Vermont is a very slow-paced team. So what that's going to do in the second half, that's going to force Vermont to play quicker because they're down. Okay, and that's two advantages that goes to Middle Tennessee. Okay, Vermont is not accustomed to playing quicker because they average only 66 possessions a game, so they want to play slower, but they can't play slower because of the fact that they're down. So that's going to change the coach's decision. They're going to have to play quicker now, and that's a disadvantage for Vermont. Okay, so that's one disadvantage. Another disadvantage is they're playing quicker now, so that is going to play into Middle Tennessee's hands because Middle Tennessee is already playing quick. They play quick, and it's to their style right now, so that's going to play into their hands. So that's two disadvantages for Vermont. Okay, so just run some of this highlights here. They were up 8 at halftime, and as you see, Vermont just can't move the ball. They want to play a methodical style, and they can't do that, but they're forced to play quicker. Okay, and that's not something they're accustomed to. Okay, Middle Tennessee was up 8. They made them a -1 second half, so Middle Tennessee was a 1-point favorite in the second half. This was a 6.5 to 7.5 favorite for Middle Tennessee for the full game. Just forward this a little bit, and you'll see that this just became worse. And it got worse for Vermont. They just couldn't move the ball. And they couldn't play slow because they were down. They were already down too much. So this is basically how you figure out the pace of teams. And you get a huge advantage because some of these, you'll notice that some of these spreads are way off. And it'll just get worse. Even though it looks like you're losing a lot of value, sometimes because you'll be giving up a couple more points from what the spread is, but in reality, these are big mismatches. See, here it's a 30-point game.
32-point lead for Middle Tennessee.
They outscored them 32-9 in the third. So it's easy win. Easy win second half. It's a -1. -1 Middle Tennessee.
Vermont in the quarter, abysmal 1 of 12.
So I'm going to close out this video, but I hope this was informative. By waiting till the second half, if you're new to this stuff, if you don't know how to determine it from the very beginning, it's a very good start. Okay, you pick up some easy wins here by waiting, but remember you have to stick to the formula between 65 and 75 possessions, as close as you can to a 65, being a methodical team, and as close to a 75, being a high-paced, high-tempo team. You want to filter out the ones in the middle that average about 70 possessions, because those teams are more balanced, and there's a lot of them. You want to filter those out. You want to get high percentage, high volume bets.
In terms of playing this game for 4 quarters.
Okay, so I'm going to close this video out, and let's see. Let's talk about one game here. Oklahoma. We know Oklahoma is a high-tempo team. Okay, let's go to this high-tempo team. 78 possessions. Okay, they want to play quick. If Rhode Island gets off to a good start here, if they're up by 8 points at halftime, it could be over. It could be over for Oklahoma because of the fact that they're a high-tempo team. Rhode Island plays at a much slower pace, so obviously it's in a slow, methodical pace. That's going to force Oklahoma to play a lot slower in the second half, because think about it. They're not going to play faster if they're playing fast already and it's not working. All they can do is play slower, something they're not accustomed to. Plays into Rhode Island's hands because they're already playing slow, and it could be a blowout. But we don't know. We don't know. Maybe from the start of the game, Oklahoma is leading at halftime. It could be a different story. Just got to wait and see. So I hope that was informative. Just a little tip. Wait for the second half if you don't know the pace. And I'll be back with some more videos. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you then.